I'm ready.
And we're live.
Oh. Welcome back to our mostly weekly, 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign, Grim Hollow, the Heart of Darkness. As always, I am Freddy, the Game Master, and I'm joined by beautiful friends and great characters.
He thinks we're beautiful.
Starting with this goofy guy over here.
Hi, I'm Heath, playing Sanguis the Sangromancer.
Sing with the Thinglemantle.
Exactly.
You don't say.
Flipper and Thuckatath.
Alright, Sanguis. Let's see. What is your character's... No, did I ask you that? What is your character's favorite season? What is Sanguis' favorite season?
I think Sanguis would like a nice fall.
Fall? Nice. Alright, he gets to live today. Alright, next we have...
Hello, I am David from Los Lunas, New Mexico. I will be playing Reginald Five-Keg Cloverleaf, a ogreish paladin. Fun fact about him, he has never dyed his hair. It is a naturally mossy green color.
What is his favorite season?
I think we had this discussion.
Let's remind the fans.
I believe people thought it would be spring, but it's actually fall.
Oh, okay. Cool. Interesting.
Found it.
Hello. My name is Maddie, and I'm playing Quinn, the disembodied rogue.
Who's gonna be disembodied today?
Yes, I am going to be very disembodied. I have the child's chair. Also, fun fact, not necessarily for Quinn, but it was, what was it again? It was like voter registration. We can go register and vote for your candidate.
In New Mexico.
Quinn's this giant fucking meteor.
You have a
Nice.
shirt on for your person. You have a shirt on for your guy.
No. This is my 2016 Leroy Jenkins for president. You know, that election sadly did not go his way. So this year, Quinn is supporting giant fucking meteor for president. Just end it all already.
Accurate. The simulation has run amok.
Yes.
That's very grim of you.
And is it very hollow?
No.
So,
We're getting there.
no, it
We're
is.
getting there.
Huh?
The moon is, though.
Hey, what if it popped into the moon and we got like a cue ball, like
Thank you,
double
Quinn.
stuffed effect?
What's Quinn's favorite season?
The dead and cold of winter, Mr. DM.
Thank you. Tama?
I'm Shadow playing Tama the Laneshi Wizard. Favorite season would be summer, because if you're in the water, then you start to you can get that warm at the top, and then you go down deeper and you can get the colder water.
And global warming. More water.
Yeah, also true.
But then when you go up to the top, you got to deal with the Great Pacific Garbage Patch.
No, we avoid it.
Hey, I try to keep the darkness of reality away from
The Great
this
Children
game.
Garbage Patch.
We keep it in the game.
Anyway,
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm playing Durian, the Vexilkin Barbarian. Fun fact about Durian, his favorite season is winter because everybody is indoors, so Durian doesn't get stared at and rocks thrown at him as often.
I thought it would have been because winter is the most depressing time of year.
He's always depressed.
That's a secret,
Doesn't
Captain.
mean winter to be depressed.
It's like from a 99.5 to a 99.6.
He doesn't need winter to be depressed. Depression is his superpower.
It's a perennial thing.
All right. So
Depression, man.
What's your
Last-
superpower?
last time our heroes entered the chamber and encountered another group of adventurers, mercenaries called the Iron Claws, where they were kind of standoffish. One of them was a human woman, warrior, a strange man in purple robes with glowing goggles, likely disembodied, a small hooded figure, which didn't reveal any of their features, a dwarven, priest of some kind, and a strange angry lady with a crackling in her eyes. Static. After some tense conversation, they were able to take a quick rest, right?
Yes.
We grilled some food.
Quick rest, grilled some food. 5K's diplomatic talks helped a little bit. They were not keen on letting them stay the night there, so they wandered off. Durian and Bubbles found a dead end. They found another hallway which led them to the chambers of some strange people.
A chamber of secrets, if you will.
Yeah, some sort of chamber of secrets, definitely. It turns out these people who are covered in tattered cloths, heavily robed, heavily covered, some with disease, someone looking very ill and gaunt, covering a lot of their limbs. Met the players, and they met the leader, Father Miasma, who found in them maybe something they shared in common, perhaps. Asked them for help. If they retrieved the blood of a being from beyond the stars, they could take a long rest there. So, our heroes traveled into the off-limits area in these chambers. These strange folk had wards to protect them from the spirits, but had built a spike pit to protect them from the other entities that lay in this dark ward. Our heroes crossed this trap, entered into this cold, silent ward, and fought a blood brood and its offspring, a large, amorphous thing of flesh, viscera, and blood. With some blood spikes. They managed to defeat it, but not without taking some damage. And now that this creature is gone, they've got the blood that they needed. But now they see shadows crossing the walls. What do you say? Dancing on the walls. Strange flickerings in the peripherals of their vision. Your friend Reginald is not looking so good after being firebombed by Tom. Before we get back here, though, since we had two players missing, Matt and Sam, is there anything you would have liked to say or any questions? Retroactively have done.
Why didn't your players join us? Tell us what your players were doing while we were fighting the monster on your behalf.
I had a long day at work.
We stuffed them in bedrooms and left them there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, we're just standing over in the
They
corner,
couldn't-
just completely disassociated. There's
They lagged.
They
Oh,
found that
God,
bit
what's going on?
where you
We
were-
lost connection.
They got stuck in the wall.
Probably phased out of existence.
Yeah.
for a little bit.
Yeah, we had a lot of that for you.
Samuels wasn't exsanguinated.
Oh, look at that.
All right. So you just defeated the Blood Brood. Now you hear strange whispers in the wind. You see shadows flickering on the walls. What do you do?
Have we collected the blood yet? Whatever we need from the slime?
I don't know. Have you?
No.
I'll
Okay.
collect the blood.
How?
I'll use.
Blood bucket.
Just convenient blood bucket that he always carries
No, I
around.
think it's Sunny and Philly. They just have that blood bucket everywhere they go.
Yeah.
I think
I'll take like a vial and kind of scoop some into it.
Okay.
I think you can try to use the membrane of the creature to sort of make like a sack.
Okay.
At least one of my medical kits has a
Who's gonna do
syringe
that?
in it.
I'm just suggesting it.
I'm going to be on lookout for those shadows, see if they're coming in our direction, see if they pose a threat. So I'm posting guard.
Make a perception check.
I had last time a partial vial of the blood bulb blood. I'm gonna try and get some more of it.
While he does that, I'm gonna use Divine Sense again to sort of check for any celestial fiend in the
15. Okay. As Sanguis and Tama are collecting the blood, Quinn. Before we continue, what is Quinn doing?
We're in front of the group of weird folks.
So you're in this strange room, like dark room that's like kind of tilted to the side. When you entered here, there were actual exsanguinated corpses. Some were nothing but bone. Others like were just dry skin. You see figures who are dressed in the same garbs, like ripped garbs of the ones you just met in the chambers. But you see other ancient bodies as well. Tama had the hindsight to burn these remains during the fight as well.
Not intentionally.
There's just blood everywhere, and you see like everyone like Bubbles is just like scratching at his back because he's got like a large. Everybody who was bit has a large welt. It's like a giant mosquito bite, basically, like forming. And Bubbles, he calls in 5 K's backpack and says, "Hey, I'm gonna take a nap." You see shadows flickering, and yeah. So what does Quinn do?
I'm gonna try and just stealth and see what happens.
Okay.
Just try and hide.
Where were you hiding?
Hide in the shadows.
You want to hide in shadows? Make a
In
stealth check.
shadows.
Shadow declines.
That is terrible. No, in the shadows, not in shadow. That's weird. That's like the tauntaun, and I don't feel like cutting the whole thing.
Wow.
Just putting that out
He
there.
doesn't
So,
feel like
Durian, you
So
have
that's a 10.
10. Okay.
Yeah,
Durian, you
it's
have a drift globe, right?
Sure.
Okay.
I
Seven-
too have one.
No,
well,
I have yours.
you were gone last week, so I think you took it. Even though you have the drift globe, it was like a constant source of light, like just floating in front of you. It's like it's a ball, right? It's a globe, of course. It's like there's no pulsating here, but you see the walls flicker as if there were flames, as if you had a torch. You do see like your friends' shadows look like they're moving, even though they're standing still. Reginald, you sense undead.
From the spirits.
In this room, you sense undead.
I know the exact location of them.
You know the exact location?
Within 30 feet.
Within 30 feet? Yeah, all around.
So, damn it.
Well,
So where the spirits are, or just in general?
you sense these spirits. You sense these. You get the sense like there's wherever your friends are. You also sense undead.
Okay, and this is all new compared to last time I used it, like last session. Okay.
Quinn, as you attempt to hide in the shadows, you feel the room just gets colder as you're like, I'm assuming like you're like back against the wall. The room gets like suddenly you feel like a cold chill run up your spine, and you feel like somebody touches your shoulder like ice cold hand, and you look, there's nothing there.
I don't like what's going on here at all.
Yeah, I don't like this either. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, guys, I don't think we're alone. There might be something undead near each of us. I look around. Do I see anything? Well, I guess I see the shadows, I guess.
Who do you look at?
I'll look at Sanguis.
Sanguis?
Hi.
Yeah. You see Sanguis like trying to gather the vial, like blood in his vial, and you see looks fine, but you notice on the floor next to him, the shadows all looking like it's getting the blood as well, but the shadow looks like it's getting closer to it.
Okay, I run to his shadow and I attack it.
You want
With
to
the
attack
sword. Sure, I'll attack the ground.
it? Okay.
Actually, I'll try to like elbow the ground.
Elbows
Just
around.
Just like fall on top of it.
Just
See what happens.
suplex.
Make an attack roll.
For all of us, looks like you just ran a trip.
If that's what Durian sees. 17. What do I want to add to that? Just strength maybe. So and proficiency. 19.
So you kind of elbow drop the ground next to him, and you don't feel the ground. You feel like a cold mist dissipate as you hit it, and you hear a whisper in your ear. You see the shadow start to flicker, and you look at Quinn, and you see another Quinn looking at it, like peeping out the side. What do you do?
Behind you.
I look behind me.
You see another Quinn, except it's all dark, and it's got the hand on your shoulder like this,
But he looks exactly like me.
exactly like you.
I try and get away.
All right. How do you get away? Make an acrobatics check, actually.
I just try and dive out of the way, like away in general. Acrobatics, you say? 20, not natural.
20. Okay. So as you like,
Oh, thank you.
as you dive out of the way, you narrowly avoid the dagger they had in their hand as they swiped at you. What's everybody doing?
I'm waiting to see what's going on with the blood guys.
Okay. Actually, yeah, both of you make me a 2 nature checks. Or
Nature.
a nature check each.
Some skills. Nature. I get a +4.
You can use the intelligence or dexterity if you like.
You have inspiration.
+4.
I do. Yes, thank you. I already forgot I had it.
20.
20?
6.
6?
26.
Okay.
Shit, I wish.
You, Sanguis, you're sweaty somehow. Like you're really sweaty and like the sweat's getting in your eyes. But Tom manages to scoop everything up and just gets all the blood that you need and is required. And as you all look up, you see Reginald on the ground. You see a shadowy figure looming at Quinn over here. Same for Durian as well. He doesn't seem to notice. What are you all doing?
I'd probably drop the vial and fucking just get ready to fight.
You choose to fight.
I might as well.
Durian's gonna try to encourage people to get the blood and leave. We're not here for any more fights.
I don't know if we fight these things.
Yeah,
They seem
guys.
like spirits, huh?
I think it's undead, but I'm not in a really good position to fight right now. Let's get the blood and get out.
5K, here, let me help you up. Looks like you're weak. I see you've fallen down again.
Thank you for the help.
Okay. As you help them up, you see them trying to lunge at you. You guys running?
Well,
Do we?
I'm still staying behind the last one out the room.
Okay.
Wait, how much? Do you picked up some blood already, or a decent amount?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have
she-
a full
okay.
vial.
Yeah.
They have the required amount of blood.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I sprint out.
Okay. Everybody's sprinting, so we have Reginald first. Who's second?
I'm sorry.
Who's second?
I'll go.
Tama?
Then Quinn, then me, and Durham.
Quinn. Sanguis, Durin. Okay, Reginald. As you run out of the chamber, the hallways don't look, they're just dark. Looks like there's a darkness filling this area. Like the shadows are growing. How do you proceed? This is basically a skill challenge. How do you proceed?
I guidance myself and I keep running forward. That's what I want to do. But is
Parkour.
this, are you trying to have me use a skill?
This is a skill challenge, yes.
Okay.
And you have to do something that benefits you and the rest of the party, not just phasing through walls.
You pick up Vala, she's your eyes, and you carry her in one hand.
Okay. I will use a second level spell to cast Calm Emotions. Let me see how many people I can cast on. Each human within a 20 foot radius of fear.
Damn it, I'm not human.
It says human or humanoid?
Humanoid.
Humanoid.
No.
Okay.
You're human.
I can suppress the strong emotions of
Yay, I'm a
I can
person
suppress
now.
strong emotions in a group of people.
Okay.
So I'm trying to suppress fear.
Sure, make a persuasion check then.
And
As you
Oh,
use your,
I'm fearing
your natural
again.
leadership.
that's a 19 plus 10, so 29.
You manage to calm everyone's emotions, you keep your wits about you. You're like, okay, it's gotta be this way. You're just pure confidence, it's this way.
Fucking Frodo over here.
Alright. You get a third of the way there. But you can't remember that. The hall is split into 4 areas. Who's next?
We use investigation to figure out which way we came down.
Which way you came in? Tell me more. What are you looking at?
I'm looking for tracks or anything on the walls that we may have
Okay.
seen before.
Sounds good. Go for it.
13.
13 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, that is a fail.
Yep.
Who's at the end? Durian?
No.
Durian.
Wait, we'll come back stronger.
As Vala takes you the wrong way,
Mhm.
and then realizes, oh god, this is the wrong way, it slows you down.
Mhm.
And you're at the end, right? Two of these shadow creatures, one that looks like Tama, one that looks like you reaches for you. They try to attack you with their strength drain. Okay, one of them got a natural 2, so that's going to miss. The other one got an 18 to hit.
That probably did.
You
Oh, that
still,
does.
you still raging?
No, I wouldn't be raging.
Okay. You take 8 points of necrotic damage, and your strength score is reduced by 2 points. So you have an 18 score of strength?
Yeah, it's reduced to 16.
No, 16.
Is that until I finish a long rest or permanently or what?
I think it's long rest.
I'll let you know when the time comes.
Okay.
I just want to let you know, if your strength is reduced to 0, you die. Like die. And you become one of these creatures afterwards. Okay. Who's next? Vala Tama, I've taken you down the wrong path, but you managed to find your way. It slowed you down, so Durian took some damage.
Next. Alright. Oh, it was Quinn. Who's next in the line?
What's up?
Anyone can move though, right?
Anyone can go, but if the same person goes or uses the same skill, the DC will be higher.
I'm sorry, I was dealing with something. What's
Oh, dude.
happening?
We're doing a skill check to try to get back to the cult. So we're trying to avoid shadows that are attacking us from behind.
So original uses spell, so I haven't rolled a persuasion. DC was very low because he used the spell.
29.
She tried to use investigation, look for tracks to find the way back. What can Quinn do that benefits the whole party, like to find the way back?
Intuition? Like, that's the only thing I can think of, but I don't know. I don't think there's necessarily a check for that.
Insight?
What about a history? Just try to remember which way you came, maybe looking for things on the wall that might ring a bell.
I'm down for that. I'm also willing to give myself disadvantage because I know how forgetful my character is in general.
Okay, if you want, go ahead. DC is 14.
History? Well, I probably failed it. As soon as I find I only rolled an 8.
An 8? Okay. Who's next after Durian? Sangus?
Durian's still last though. He's making sure he's last.
Okay, you want to get it then?
I can tell.
Alright, Durian, these shadows begin to play with you, mock you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm resistant to necrotic, so. I am a real boy.
I know.
Okay, one of them's a miss, the other one I got an unnatural 20 to hit you.
Oh god.
Alright, so you're gonna take 11 points of necrotic damage. And your strength score is reduced, oh boy, by 4. Sorry.
Alright.
Durian, you feel confident and strong, but now you feel heavy. Even though you have a small frame, your legs start to shake. You feel like your chest. No, you don't breathe though, right? Durian doesn't breathe?
He's starting to because all of a sudden he's feeling tired, so he wants to
Yeah.
gasp for air, and that's harder now.
Yeah, and you feel like this chamber, there's not a lot of air in here.
He's having trouble running. He remembers being able to run up and down these down the other hallway carrying stuff. He remembers helping Pike up. Now his sword and his axe feel heavy.
As weak as 5K, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
Wow, this is what the big guy must feel like.
That's right.
Carrying all you guys on my back.
I'll turn around to check on Durian
Mhm.
and see that he's starting to slow down. So I'll try my best to take a quick second to stop, grab him, and throw him on my back.
He's still looking.
Okay.
Well, you're we can't. Yeah, come on. Let's
You
be
can-
honest.
I mean, you're small.
I mean,
I mean, don't you have like a 10 strength?
Yeah, I have a 10 in strength.
During weighs like what, 20 pounds?
he also has a back. But you
Okay.
can see Durian starting to get frightened again.
So what is Sandwich doing?
Alright, I'm on your back.
You know, let's go for it. I'm not charisma based, but let's try it. I'm gonna try and intimidate the shadows.
How so?
So you're gonna hurt her cat.
Ooh.
He could never.
Just turn around and just yell at them. It's like, go back to the abyss that you came from.
Do you... Hold on. So, you're really not undead creatures. You know that usually undead usually don't have fear. Is there anything else you want to do to help this check?
Well, shit. I don't know what languages they speak.
Probably vampire.
The question is, are they more demonic or devilish?
How about this? I will say, if you want to find out information about these creatures, that could count as a check.
That
It's a
actually
challenge.
makes sense too.
You can do religion or arcana.
Religion.
But tell me
Actually,
what
I'm
you're
good
doing,
in
though.
both. I have a +7 in both. Let's go with religion because it seems to be more religious-y rather than magical.
Okay, we're using religion. Like, what are you?
I'll try to recall from my time, I guess, in the celestial planes, if there were any mentions of these kind of shadow creatures
Okay.
and where they hail from and what their kind of like weaknesses are.
Go for it.
+7.
Thank you.
That would be 23.
23. Great. These shadow creatures are usually shadow type creatures hate the light, especially natural light, like sunlight. Fire does help, but they also hate the light that comes from strong magic and radiance damage. Well, that will. I will say that will count as one of the check.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
How long have we been doing this? Like in game?
In game.
Couple minutes?
Like a minute.
Yeah, a couple of minutes. Yeah, you guys are running. You guys are on the go. So you have 2 successes and 2 failures. You need 1 more success.
Do you want to do something?
All I was going to do was kind of look for tracks since we did come away. When we fought the first blood monsters, how close was that to the room that we're in now?
That was about.
Have we passed that room yet?
Yeah, you've already passed that room. Like you've
Okay.
gone one way, but like you went like deeper in because you went like another passage that was deep with the fail check.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're back on the road, like back on the path towards getting the hell out of it.
Alright. We already looked for footprints.
Yeah.
in
So
the
you're
dust.
looking for.
Where we already looked for footprints in the dust.
True. Now there is you come across to the. You're coming towards the. What do you say?
Fork
The
of the
chambers. The chambers. Yeah. You're coming back to the chambers. You see the light in the distance. You see the pit in front of you. There's the board that they have there, but it still looks cracked after Reginald walked across it. What do you do to help you and your party across?
Oh, okay. So when we arrived there,
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming we still have. Do we have any rope left?
Yes.
All right, we have
Plenty
rope
of
left. I'm going to secure one end of the rope to one side of the bridge, or whatever they can tie it off to one end. Fly across to the other side, secure the other side. That way, when they cross the plane, they can hold onto the rope for additional support. Take someone
Okay.
off the bridge.
Awesome, sounds good. Okay, you still have your inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Yeah, sure. Roll me a. What's that like? Sleight of hand? Athletics? What would that?
I
That's
would
a
be
lot of actions.
acrobatics, I guess, in the sense of that he's having to jump across and whatnot.
That's fair. Do it quickly. Okay, sure. Roll me an acrobatics check.
That is a 13, but I'm going to use my inspiration, and that means I get to roll again?
Yeah.
Okay. That is a 20. Not
20?
Not natural.
All right, you guys succeed. All right,
Yeah, inspiration. Thanks for reminding me.
you're welcome. So you guys walk across the planks. This plank. Hold the rope as you run across. These shadows are gaining on you during this anguish. They're like, you're carrying him, so you feel these cold touches against your back. Your hair is like standing on end. You feel like scratching against you and whispering insults in your ear. But with the help from the rope, everybody manages to get across, and these people like pull up the board as soon as they can. And you see the darkness, just this strange magical darkness recede back after you cross.
Oh, like in the Wheel of Time.
You read that?
I read the first 2 or 3 books.
No, I like that.
I didn't read the whole series. I just read the first few books.
They're like 20 now.
Yeah, there's no way.
It got so huge.
I actually
Alright.
kind of got bored, so I stopped reading them. But I read the first few.
Okay. So you're back with these people, and they kind of look at you surprised and see like you're bloodied, scratched up, and beat up, and the two that were there that helped you across, the woman and the young man, they look at you and say, "Oh, you've been hurt. You've been damaged. Did you receive the blood?"
I collapse.
You collapse. Oh no!
Here, let me help you up. You've done a good job.
You received the blood?
Yes.
Yes. Excellent, excellent. Please, we'll take you to Father Masden. We'll call him over. Follow me. We've already secured a room for you. We've prepared. Yes. Prepared a room, says the older woman. And she looks at you, Derry, and she says, "You will rest well tonight." And you can't understand what she's saying.
Yeah, I'm wondering why this weird old woman is nodding at
And
me.
she gives you a strange, smile.
I don't understand it, because
Yeah.
good people don't smile at me anyways.
Yeah.
And if they do, it's forced.
I mumble. They're being nice to you. We have a room.
Yes.
Why are they being nice to me?
I said they are.
Why?
We helped them.
Did you?
I'm too tired to respond.
So you come into a meeting room with Father Miasma there. Do you hand him the vials?
Hmm?
Do you hand him the vials?
Up to Tom.
Yes.
Okay. And he looks at you and he says, what does he say? He will say, he looks to you, Tom, and he says, "You've done well. The stars, they grow closer now. The answer is near. You've helped us greatly. Thank you."
Happy to help.
I think we just assisted a cult in a magic ritual.
Yes, also this is.
I mean, you
So
know,
we'll say that out loud?
No.
Oh, okay.
religions and cults are
Very similar.
well, that's basically a numbers game.
Yeah.
Please,
Once it has enough people, it's religion.
have a rest. Have some food. We've prepared roasted rats.
I don't like the
Dinner.
way you said food.
Maybe he just has an accent.
What's the matter, young man? You don't like rats?
Oh, no, rats aren't bad. It's just the way you said food.
Food.
I gave Durian some sage and some thyme,
Okay.
and I'm like, these will help.
Yeah, no, I'm a little stinky. I'm gonna rub it on myself so I don't smell as bad.
I
Sorry.
said that, and I'm like, that's a huge waste of all the herbs.
Okay. So they take you to your chambers, which is like a very small, Spartan room full of like dust not dust, stone cots in a way, like stone bunks.
I know it looks like a prison cell, but it's not.
Yeah, basically, yeah. They leave the bars open. They don't lock them. They put like some straw bedding for you there as well. But they invite you to dinner. Y'all want to join?
Might as well.
Please join us. This is another older woman.
I want to stay in my room. Is it how many rooms are there? 1, 2?
It's just one small room, like the size of maybe like smaller than this kitchen.
For 5 people.
For 5 people.
I mean, it's pretty much what you would expect in a place like this.
Yeah, underground.
I live in a normal house. No, I want to stay in my room.
Where are the buttons?
No one puts baby in the corner.
No, he's just really a nerd. So he'll join if someone like pushes him, but he'll just
Okay.
chill.
The rest of you go or stay?
I'm not gonna leave
Should
anyone
I
by
stay or
themselves.
should I go?
Okay.
I'm gonna try and finagle my way next to Father Miasma.
Okay. So I'm assuming Jeremy says Reginald, the three of you go to eat some food, get some calories. Okay, you finagle your way to Father Miasma. At the table, not really a table. It's more like they're kind of eating on the floor,
Yeah.
but they have like raised wood for our table. There's like some lit candles. You see some strange etching, like real circle and glitz on the walls. There's strange smell in here, and they're kind of roasting like some rats over a fire. It smells like meat, food. They hand you a skewer of rat, Quinn.
I've had worse barbecues, and I just start going at it.
It's crispy. You feeling?
Did he have any sauce?
No, for me.
They have some salt.
No sauce.
It looks like they don't have much here. And it looks like even salt is hard to come by.
Not even like some ketchup.
What's ketchup?
It's the tomatoes and the.
What's a tomato?
Thank you for this is delicious.
Yes.
Yes.
You're getting the bigger one.
You can eat
You
the
are our
head.
guests.
You have the head of the rat.
Yes, you can even eat the head. We saved the eyeballs in there for you.
I've had worse. Have you ever been down to the southern shores where they eat the lizards?
No.
Yeah.
The boy says.
Yeah, that's objectively worse. The rat isn't so bad. It just keeps eating.
Sometimes-
like nothing bothers.
Sometimes I like to get the rats and I like to make them fight each other before I cook them.
You ever get the squirrels?
What's a squirrel?
It's like a rat, but it's got a bushy tail. And it
Oh.
lives in the trees.
Can I eat it?
I've done it. It's pretty good.
Excellent. I wonder how those teeth taste. I left the teeth on for you so you can crunch on them as a snack.
I usually don't eat the bones, but thanks for letting me know.
I'll take them if you don't want them.
I'll toss them over to you. Yeah. As soon as I finish up, I give them the skeletal remains.
Him and other kids begin chewing it like candy.
Is this like an all-you-can-eat buffet? Can we get more rat?
They give you more rat.
I
I
just
thought you
keep
said
eating
mole rat at first.
I said more rats.
Does the Sanguis partake in the rats?
I'm gonna keep eating
You
rats.
keep okay.
You'd probably have to,
Yeah.
because there's not much else to eat.
It doesn't taste
I mean,
too good.
It's not the worst thing you
They're
said to eat
organic.
before.
To be fair, we had rations before
That's true.
before we came in, but
I'm gonna cap at 3 rats though. I think it's like tacos,
Yeah.
right serving size.
You're pretty full.
Rat.
one plate full.
Yeah.
All right, Tama, you wanted to talk to Father Miasma?
I want to know more about this god or this being that they worship.
Okay. How do you ask him?
Trying really hard to remember the conversation from last week.
he told you
He has a
something
painted
in
eye on
you.
his robe.
There's something in you that he recognizes.
They call it the kindred, a true god beyond the stars.
True.
I think, yeah.
You forget it now, but then 3 in the morning you're gonna be like, check it out now.
Absolutely. So, Father Miasma, you said
Yes,
you.
that's me.
I hope so.
You sensed something within me.
Yes,
Can you expound upon that?
I feel like you, tired from the sea, I can see it. You've sought guidance. You've turned towards these false idols. But I can sense something strange has called back. Something true. You've seen the truth, have you not?
I've seen many things.
I see.
Which thing do you speak of?
Not just one, but three beyond the stars. The three main ones who've defeated the old gods. Make a persuasion check, Thomas.
Oh, that's not great. Guidance. Does the guidance count? I don't think it's going to do me any good, but
In this, what did you get?
roll a 6.
A 6? And he says, perhaps instead of me telling you, you may want to find out. You may find answers on your journey. I can tell you, but it doesn't mean you will understand. It doesn't mean you will see. You must experience it for yourself.
Could we talk privately?
You rolled a 6. So. He says, I'm married, actually.
Oh, it's not about that. Tom actually looks disgusted for a second.
He also looks disgusted as well. He's like, oh, thanks, but
He throws up
no
over.
thanks.
He's strictly
So-
monogamous. To a fault.
In my little belt pouch,
Uh-huh.
I've got the orb.
Oh,
And the spike.
are you trying to? Is that how do you entice him? How
So-
do you?
This is the orb from the knife tooth?
Hmm?
I need to know more about this, and I'm gonna open the top of the pouch so he can see it,
And he goes.
and then close it.
Meanwhile, all Quinn sees is Tama doing this, and Father Massman going,
Well, if that's what Tom was into, then all right. He just keeps eating rats.
So the spike he pulled out of the god.
Mhm.
Yeah.
okay. So Father Massman takes it to the side, but he does bring one of his trusted advisors.
Trusted advisor.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Is it Bob?
Perhaps.
Is it Tom?
No, it's Boeb.
He says he takes you to a private, like a chamber on the side, and says, "Please show me this orb. Where did you find it?"
It was part of a ritual.
Ritual. What kind of ritual?
Pretty sure it was a dark one. I wasn't actually there for that one.
How did you receive it?
That's a very long and complicated story.
Well, no matter. Are you willing to allow me to take a look?
It must stay in my hands at all times.
Okay.
But I will take it out and hold it like this.
And I place my hand on it.
Yes.
He puts his hand on it, closes his eyes. Well, actually, no. He puts his hand on it and he goes. His eyes go back to the back of his head and he goes.
Yep.
And as he touches it, there's like a purple glow, and then his hand, there's like a orange flash. Shadow. And then he kind of goes, kind of reels back, and his hand like burns a little, like it's like something burned him. And he says, "It seems whatever you hold does not want me to look through. I also sense a demonic touch to it."
Well, that tracks. Is this in any sort of way related to what else you sense in me?
No, it's completely different.
Interesting.
As I said, it's demonic in nature, fiendish.
What do you suggest I do with it?
Perhaps you should get rid of it. We could buy it off of you.
I will consider.
A trade, perhaps.
A trade.
A trade. Yes.
What would you trade?
We have materials. Ritualistic items.
This offers me many things.
Many things, you say.
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
Power.
Power. Yes. 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 Power. Tama. May I refer to you as Tama?
Yes.
Do you know what lies? He takes it aside and says, "Do you know what lies beneath this dungeon?"
What?
An artifact. If you can help us retrieve it, I can answer any questions. I can tell you're gifted. We can. So the advisor whispers in his ear and he says, "Yes, perhaps you can meet them. Perhaps you can meet the kindred and unlock your true potential."
True potential.
Yes.
I'll see what I can do.
Excellent. Excellent.
Will you be able to provide me directions to this artifact in any form?
We've tried to retrieve it. What was that?
It was just
and it was a fucking video. I hate it.
It was just 5 cake stomach rumbling.
We've tried to retrieve this artifact. However, this dungeon's traps and defenses have kept us. We've lost many to it. Even that adventuring party, those mercenaries, they're after it.
Yeah, well. We've gone after several things at this point. We have a good mix of talent.
Excellent. You seem capable, you and your friends.
5 cake just knocked out.
Seem capable. And we can trust you, I'm sure. So, if you help us, if you retrieve the artifact and bring it back to us, we will unlock its true power. We can unlock your true power, Tama. You don't need to tell your friends that.
No,
by the way.
no.
We can also pay you.
That will be the part that they will want.
Of course. We have some gold, some lures locked away for emergencies.
3.
3.
Of course, we do not need it down here for barter, of course, but we do need it to procure items above. Food, of course, but the artifact will be worth much more. It's some sort of headdress, some sort of crown or...
A diadem.
Yes, you've seen it.
I've heard.
You've heard. Yes, something like that. But there's... The furthest we got was almost to the 3rd layer beneath. But the defenses of this place has bested us many a times.
I will speak with the party
I
and
cannot,
see what I can convince them to do.
I cannot tell you the answers to the puzzles ahead, or the ways, as those who've left have not returned, and they had the information with them.
And if they had returned, you wouldn't need me.
Right. What I can tell you to help you is the chamber, the Hall of Convergence, as it's called here, with the stars. There are constellations that have secrets to it you must unlock in order to pass to the next layer. Rest here while you can, Tom. You and your friends.
See what all you can possibly gather to promise the party to more easily convince them.
Right. Well, how about we keep this between us?
Yes. But at this moment, I think we're good. And as we walk back towards the rest of the people, I'm going to launch into a suggested, like, if he bred the rats, they would have more meat overall.
Do either of you guys hear any of this conversation?
Nope, we went off to a different room.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, Quinn and Sanguis, actually, you did see Tama go off to a different room with Father Miasma. As you two are talking and chatting, both of you can make me a perception check, actually.
But as we come back, I'm explaining, like, so you see, if you create, like, a farm where you're breeding them.
I ain't see shit.
27.
27?
I saw everything.
He was
Actually,
actually,
Quinn,
he split himself in two.
what you see is, as you see some people walking by, you see, what you think you see is a tentacle on somebody, and spider legs, like they just pull up someone's dress.
Like what kind of legs?
Spider legs. You see a few tentacles, strange legs, and you see someone like open up their shirt and get food, and like they think no one's looking, but you know you're wearing a mask, and you see from the corner of your eye they're doing this, and you see like
Well, also I don't have
Like,
any
you think
rules.
you maybe
It's kind
s-
of hard to see where I'm looking.
maybe you see teeth, but you see like this in their shirt, and they kind of cover up again and like pretend to like start eating regularly.
Lean over to Sangbus and say, "That's somebody right here." Boy, lads, something ain't right here.
What?
I point out the people. I just give them like a gentle nod towards like the person like shoving food into their coat.
Yeah, I must be hungry.
But you don't see them like. Never mind, lad. I go find someone else to let them know. You said Durian came here too, right?
No, I stayed
No,
back
he's-
to fight.
Okay, never mind.
We chilling
Okay.
like
I'm
villains.
just gonna wait and like just keep my guard up a little bit.
Okay. What are you two doing, by the way?
I'm not really trying to initiate like discussion or anything. I'm just like tired as fuck.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to talk to you anyways. 'Cause,
Go ahead.
Yeah. So 5K. Are you alright? You look injured. Let me put a band-aid on you. I use some of my medicine to try to put a
Yeah.
little tourniquet and try to bandage you up.
Yeah, not too tight. These burns I just got were trying to blister, and I don't know if that's good, but okay.
I'm just
Keep it covered, I guess. Yeah.
I'm just worried because you got hit by one of Vala's spells. I haven't seen her miss before.
I think her name is Tama. I think she likes to be called Tama now for some reason. She said she wanted to get a name change.
Yeah, I don't understand that. But anyway, I haven't seen her miss, and she just hit you with a spell. She could have sidestepped it. Maybe she wasn't paying attention, but she's usually so good with her magic.
And she
Also,
used
you
fire.
suck, Snoop Frog.
Yeah.
That's not. Doesn't she not like fire?
I don't know about that. She's kind of weird. But her son doesn't want to be with her either. Maybe she's going to eat her son? Maybe that's why he's afraid of the fire? I don't know, but just something feels different about her.
Yeah, I mean, there've been a lot of changes these last few days.
Do you think she's hit her head too many times? Because she's always getting knocked out.
I'm trying to recall how many times she's hit her head.
Yeah.
Multiple.
I'm not. I mean,
I've heard people.
I think that the head's where the most important stuff is. Yeah.
I've heard of other people getting hit, and it changes their personality if they get hit too many times in the head.
Well, I mean, you died and you came back, and your personality has changed for the better.
I'm different. But
Did Ivala at that barn? Did you made it to her, right? You sort of the barn where where Vala died.
It was Bubbles.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Oh, but
It
okay.
was on your back.
You can talk to Bubbles. I mean, you got Bubbles right here.
I don't know.
I saw everything.
I see it all.
I see
Yeah.
dead people.
Dude, give me a sec. Bubbles.
Huh?
Did Vala? Did you made it to Vala and gave her a health potion, right?
Yes.
Did anything weird happen at that time?
Yes.
Like what?
She died.
She died,
Yes.
but she's not dead.
Yes.
How do you know she died?
Well, she was like, and then she was like,
This is fantastic.
but then I didn't want Falcake to be mad at me, so I put the potion in her mouth anyway, and somehow she got up.
I mean, you changed, but Vala didn't tell us any of this. Thank you, Bubble, for letting us know.
Yes.
You're very helpful.
I see everything.
If you can help,
How much you while you sleep?
I'm sure I'm all you can see when I'm sleeping. But if you could not urinate as much on my back, that'd be helpful.
No.
Honestly, it's surprising how little you urinate considering how much beer you drink. You're doing a very good job, but less would be better. Okay. Oh, well. You do what you can, right,
He
Durian?
takes something from his beard and he goes,
Yeah, sure. you do what you can, right, Durian?
Say what?
You do what you can, right, Durian?
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm alive too. I'm glad
I pat you on the head.
Bubbles also pats one man. With his mage hand, because it's too far away.
Yeah. I'll just keep sitting there. My stomach's crumbling. I'll eat some rations.
Okay. Tom, as you head back and try to pass off what you talked about and like disguise your conversation, make a deception check in front of to try to deceive Sanguis and Quinn. And you can both make insight checks.
Insight.
If you think you're paying attention to Tom. Otherwise, if not, then
I'll probably look up from my meal. Let's see.
I only
Insight
rolled
plus
12.
In general, yes.
16.
Tom, you rolled
22.
a 22. Okay. Yeah. So she comes back talking about like, so have you like you said about the farming, right?
Yeah.
And Father Mansman says, yes, that's a fantastic idea. If only we had your expertise here earlier, I think we can get that started. Write that down. And he said, yes, Father Mansman. So they come back to dinner. It's just idle chatter here. But as dinner ends, you may prepare for the long rest, which takes 36 hours. So you can prepare for the night. Is there anything else before you sleep that you want to do?
I do. As we're heading back, I'm going to give Tama now a quick tap and be like, "Oh, you see these folks here with the spider legs?" And I just point out to like some lady in a dress we can see the skittering underneath there.
She's
Something
walking
like
too
that.
balanced.
Yeah.
Floating.
It's like, it's quite the outside,
Fascinating.
Aye.
I wonder what benefits that gives her.
None good for us.
On the way back to the room, would I be able to do a religion check to see if I know what deity they're talking about? It's like, oh, I wonder which of the deities I know from my past life that they might be worshipping.
Well, you weren't part of the conversation. However, you did hear last time. Didn't you make a religion check?
This was when we did the for the shadows.
That was part of the skill check.
But last night, last session.
He wasn't here last session. So.
Oh right. Make a that's right. Make a history.
Was he here? Was he quote unquote present though?
Yeah, he would have been present. He would have been
Okay,
present.
so
I got +7 in either. No. Let's go with history. I like history a little more. +7. 8 + 7 is that 15.
15? Yeah.
Yeah, because 2 off.
There are multiple groups, cults in the world in Mithras that have heard the story of how the old gods were defeated by these beings from beyond the stars called the Kindred, Ether Kindred. These Kindred are cosmic horrors, and you know that it's believed that seeing one of these or making contact with one of these things, or the sight alone, could torture a mortal's mind into insanity by just having a glimpse of one of these beings.
So Sanguis now has that 1,000-yard stare. It's like, oh shit.
I distinctly remember one shot has two similar citizens.
All right, that's what you got at 15. So you would roll higher.
They called it the Kindred.
Guys, we probably shouldn't stay too long.
I don't know why we're down here to begin with.
I think I just realized what they worship.
I think as long as they give us a safe space to rest, safer than other areas.
Until they summon
We'll
their
take a short
deity.
break. Pause the stream.
I don't think they'll do it this quickly.
All right, we're gonna take a short break. Bio break.
Do 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 do.
Is that you okay, man?
Everybody's stuff starts ringing all at once.
Is it paused?
You good? Oh yeah, so I can just call me on a walk back home because it's dark. But yeah, we can take a break.
Because it's dark.
Guess she's walking home in the
Oh
dark.
no,
Oh.
dangerous dice, dangerous dice. Dangerous dice.
Cow tracks.
Freddy's on the phone for moral support in case he sees any insects.
Whoa.
Oh god.
The child's chair. It has won today. Okay, we made it.
That did not feel good at all.
Are your trashes around here somewhere?
Where are you?
Next to the
Right
sink.
there. No, you just passed it. Yep. The back one is recycled, front one is trash.
That's a recyclable container.
And we're back.
No, no back.
Fine. If you want me to be specific about it, let me see.
Is it safe?
Welcome back.
And we're back. So, 5K, you're trying to test the door to see, kick it to see if you can break the locking mechanism.
Yes. Give me 1 second. Let me check something.
Just shove stuff in the keyhole.
That's exactly what I was going to do.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay. If I'm gonna kick it a couple times, see if that sort of dislodges anything or breaks anything. If it doesn't, I'm gonna shove like like a small piece of ration into like the.
The first few
mechanism.
times you kick it, someone like people in the hallway come over and see what the racket is and say, "What are you doing?
What's wrong with this guy?
Why are you kicking the door?"
He's just testing to see how durable it is.
That's exactly what I was saying. Yes.
Please stop damaging. We're letting you stay as guests.
You were never staying at my house, by the way.
Me or 5K?
You're just kicking your door, so it's like, I wonder if this locks. Just like,
It locks. I'll make sure it doesn't. Let me fix that real quick.
I'll fix that for
they
you.
kind of
Let me
walk
fix
away
that.
and they're like, they kind of whisper to each other and be like, "This Ogrish guy's crazy. I think he hit his head too hard."
I examine the lock. Does it feel like it's broken at all?
No,
Okay, I will shove
you
like
can't really tell. Like, you don't have any knowledge of locks.
I do what I can.
I mean, with the like layman's eye, like it's like it looks like a lock. You kick the door,
It's
but
with a keyhole.
it has a keyhole.
I'll shove some rations into the keyhole.
You shove some rations. Mark your ration down. How many rations do you got?
Dude, I have like 20. I'll take a small piece of like, the rations.
Isn't it like a weight?
Like
Like
I'll pack in the keyhole with food.
Okay, you successfully make it unlockable for the meantime.
I can just
Yay.
see it now. He's got the jalapeno cheese sauce just all up in there.
Gluing it in.
Somebody walks by and he's like, "Do you want ants? Because this is how we get ants."
Next thing you see one of the little starving kids licking the door lock.
Yeah, right.
Okay. I just go back into the corner and just collapse.
Okay. So you guys will have time for your long rests.
Yay.
You can take a night of sleep. But anything else you're doing? You working the leathers? Or you preparing your spells? Writing new spells? Just writing scrolls?
Weapons maintenance and see if I can make anything with my herbalism kit or my poisoner kit.
Sure.
I think I'm gonna change up
You make a health
the
potion.
cantrips.
What?
Yeah.
Twice.
Well, is that?
That
I don't know. What's the roll?
I don't know what the roll is.
Screen protector it gives me
Roll a d20 and see how good you
weird
do.
inputs.
But I think you can make a health potion with your herbalism kit, right? Like a simple potion of healing. 1. It takes you the whole time to make one single potion.
That's one more than we had
Potion of
before.
healing. Alright, Thomas?
I'm just gonna sit.
Okay.
Maybe try and commune a little bit with the shard that I got. See if it gives me any information or
The
anything.
shard or the ball?
The shard that I pulled out of in the ice level.
Oh, the spear?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it whispers to you. Just like maddening whispers. It whispers sweet nothings, some dark sweet nothings to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say dark nothings.
Yeah, dark nothings to you, Thomas.
I'm also upgrading all of my cantrips from Legacy to the new one.
Oh no, keep the legacy. Sorry. I don't think we're doing 2024 rules yet, so I haven't had time to look at all that. Did you buy the new rules?
No.
No? Oh. I'm not gonna bother with that. As long as they stay the same, sure. I mean, whatever. It's fine. It's
One
fine.
action 33 VS,
I have it.
Okay. During your long rest, are you like just staying in the room the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Just like staying in the chambers the whole 36 hours?
At
Yeah.
some point, I would like to grab one of my buddies and go back to where that other team, the Iron Claws, were, and see if we can figure out which way they went. See if I can discern anything. Maybe they left some trash behind. See if they left anything we can use.
Say that for after, because you're gonna leave anyway.
Hmm?
Because you have to stay in the safe zone for
Okay,
the long
that's
rest,
it.
basically.
I do also want to like bring up to the group the whole artifact and they very much appreciate this. They have some money that they would like to give us amongst some other things if we can go find this artifact for them.
Is this the one that we need to bring back up to the top?
Yes.
But they want it instead.
Well, we can figure that out when we get it.
Quinn drops his
the
phone.
best night.
Quinn drops his stone tablet.
He's over there writing and
Yeah.
His journal.
His journal, yeah, there you go, his journal.
So,
Ink
Tama,
all over the floor.
let me get this. Let me understand. So, we joined this whole gigantic group of Thaumaturge, Corvus. We lost an artifact causing Durian's death.
I lost the artifact. It's my fault.
You're doing great. And now that we have a chance to we have a chance of recovering the artifact, and now you want to give it to a cult we met now?
No, I just said that they wanted us to find it.
Do they want the artifact?
Whether we give it to them or not is a whole other story. If we tell them that we're willing to take the treasure whenever we get back with it,
So you're planning on betraying them?
I'm saying that we don't have to tell them what our final plans are with it until we get it. But right now, having somewhere to rest and be safe would be very helpful.
We already have that.
And we're gonna have to move on from here.
Are we supposed to be bringing something to the big man?
That's the item, yeah.
It's deeper down. So we may very well have to rest here again, and to keep them in good graces, and to stay within their good graces. We should tell them that we're working to go find the thing that they want.
As long as we end up with the artifact in the end.
Yes.
Can we ask him how to get out of here? Because I don't think we can come back the same way we
I was going to ask how we can get farther down, because I don't know that part either.
We need to know both.
I'm sure they would be willing to help with both or either if we offer to go get this artifact for them.
What did they tell you about this artifact?
Just that it is a diadem.
Nothing else?
No, not really.
Why they wanted? I mean, we got some blood.
I mean, everyone likes shiny things.
I'm
What are
telling
they
you,
doing
it's
with
to
the blood?
summon their evil deity.
Yeah, didn't come up in conversation.
Yeah, I don't know. They seem off. Sanguis? Yeah?
Yes, I know what they serve.
What do they serve?
The rats?
Rats. You ate some yourself.
I know, and I had the shits for 3 hours.
I have something for that.
But what they serve
Weak stomach.
are horrific beings from beyond this world.
So you think it's true? They
From
said
what I know, these things can turn a person mad just by just from looking at them.
Then that's even more reason to stay in their good graces and get the artifact out of their hands.
I just implore us, we do not let them get a hold of this.
okay.
Well, leaving it where it's at is not really going to keep them away from it.
Well, we need to get it regardless. So we will need to get possession of the artifact and bring it to the surface, because we already made prior obligations to the Thaumaturge,
Exactly.
right, Dorian?
I don't know why we're down here.
We're trying to get this diadem.
Why?
Well, it looks like Corvus has some grand design to sort of help the people of the world, and this artifact is important.
So who's the fat guy that Sanguis mentioned?
Oh, that's Mr. Viscount Balthazar.
Also, Eric Glow.
And that guy works for Corvus? Why are we giving him the necklace or the gloves, whatever it is?
I think they're working. I
Because
think
Corvus told us to work with them.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, okay.
I think they're
What?
friendly with each other.
Hey, Corvus told us to work with the
Make
guy.
it for each other.
'Cause I remember.
I
Yeah,
can't remember.
I think that's wrong.
I think
Plus
that's
7,
right.
And I think Corvus said get in that guy's good
14.
side.
Yeah, he said get on the guy's good side. You may have to work with him. But it seems like now it seems like a third faction wants this artifact.
Exactly.
Thaumaturge, which Corvus said to bring it to Eric Gloom. But he also says, in order to find more information, get him about Viscount's good graces. But now the Viscount wants, afterwards, said, "Hey, go find this artifact for me." And all these people want it. Oh, and Iron Claws want it as well.
Yes, and then this guy. He's this group here.
It seems like everyone wants it.
So I think Balthazar only wants us to find it. Whether or not he wants it or not, we'll figure that out. But I think us being in possession of it
Mm-hmm.
is a very big advantage.
So it sounds like we need to get it and get it out of here.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we're on the same page in that part.
What about that necklace we found earlier when we were fighting that the blood monster? Did we?
That was the
figure
thing we lost, right?
The what?
The blood just
Remember there was a necklace laying on the
it,
table?
it was some jewelry.
But does it have anything magical or is it just
I don't think so.
okay?
It was just some gems and some jewelry.
Yeah. Make an insight check, dude.
I saw him pick it up. I mean, I know it's in your pocket.
I have it, yes.
That is a 7.
A 7?
The
It's
worst.
probably magical. He's hiding it. Can't trust him. You can't trust that thing. So, I'm having fun. Alright.
Okay. During this time, I'm going to keep talking to Tama, and discuss, our journey.
Okay.
Try to figure out what's been going on. Over the course of the hour, I would like to use my ability of Friendly Ear. Now that I know that maybe she died,
Oh, he's gonna use his character abilities on you. Damn.
I'm going to try to figure out.
What a betrayal.
My question would be, did anything happen when you died?
When I what?
Did anything happen when you died?
Doesn't she have to make a save?
Yes, she does.
Yeah, you tell her.
8 plus my charisma plus my proficiency. So that's a 15.
Like wisdom and charisma?
Wisdom saving throw. Can I make in this case I'm not friendly to her? Can I not give her my +4 to saving throws?
I don't know. I guess so.
Can I withhold my oath?
I think so. I'm not sure. I don't think it matters now.
23.
23?
Okay.
So you don't know this, but like meta, like outside, like above table, he's trying to use his friendly ear ability to charm you to become friendly with you, so you maybe have loose lips.
I feel like I'm gonna feel that push.
Regardless
you
of
don't
whether
feel
or
it.
not you make the save, you are unaware of that time.
Yeah, you're unaware of it. You're completely unaware. But yeah, so you don't have to like give him more information.
We're not role playing it, but like I will be talking to you about did anything happen at that time, and you can just say whatever you want, I guess, at this point. But I do want to know anything.
What are you talking about?
Well, Bubbles said that you stopped breathing for a while up in that barn.
No, don't say it. Don't do that. Don't say my name. Don't tell it was me.
He whispers to behind you.
I was told by some random person that was up on that barn with you.
Oh, crap.
You don't hear it, Bob. Reginald hears.
It totally wasn't a gnome named Bubbles.
Yes. I have it on good
And
authority.
Doesn't Bubbles pee on him now? Out of fear?
he has.
Bubbles
Say it
also
again.
going through withdrawal.
Huh?
Bubbles also going through withdrawal because doesn't have any alcohol.
I'm out of alcohol. Yeah. So what happened? Like he said, you died. Did you die? Did you have some experience like Durian did?
I fainted. And then I came to with a taste in my mouth, and I assumed Bubbles put a healing potion down my throat.
Yeah. That's what he did.
Right.
Okay.
Shut
He's-
up.
It's him.
Okay. No, I was just curious because, Durian had a complete, like a change of heart, when he came back and in his form. I mean, you used a potion of fire breathing. That's not typical of you, Vala.
You said change of heart. Maybe I've grown. I see now that fire can be controlled. And it doesn't have to be the overall devastating power that I thought it to be.
No, it is powerful. You make a good point. Okay.
Good job, Fala. I'm proud of you.
Tama.
Alright.
Do I know anything about Lameshi natures?
You flip through your book. Laneshi are one of the creatures your father had the least
Problem.
amount of experience with. based off your father's book and notes, he just says Lanestri are strange. They
They smell.
like to stick to undead. They love seafood. And they're not very friendly creatures. So you have to be very. You have to change your friendliness towards them to match them, and they respect straightforwardness, power, more like authority, straightforwardness, authority. And he also wrote they can swim really fast and hold their breath long.
That is definitely true. Okay. No. Thank you very much, Tama, for the information. I just wanted to make when people die, apparently they come back to life and change. I didn't realize that happens.
I didn't die.
Oh, no, I meant Durian.
I'm different now. Is that why you guys forgot my name?
Your name is Durian.
You thought it was Durin.
I said it was.
She told me you guys thought it was Durin.
You know,
Oh no, my accent just came out when I said
maybe
the
that's
name.
what it was.
So your father's book would basically be like more of like how to talk to these races, coming from like a charm, you know?
Yes.
How to get to the good side. You know?
I'm not a good grace with people, so I just use my spells.
Speak slowly and loudly.
Okay,
Are you guys
that's
working with any of your salvage? Are you like processing any of that?
No.
From all the salvage that you got.
Apart from this, the only thing I'm going to do is try to figure out, work with either Father Miasma or like some of the higher ups to try to figure out the best way down.
And any traps?
I didn't ask that. Just the best way down.
I don't understand anything anyone's saying.
So you have the.
I'll translate.
I do have that Sky Whaler stuff. I could make 8 potions of flying.
Yeah.
8?
Yeah.
I was hoping you would forget about that.
I wrote it down.
I'm sad. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's good. I'm glad you remembered actually.
I'm
I was
gonna.
wondering when y'all would. Okay, make a. What kind of check does it say? I'm trying to find it.
I have no idea. I just wrote down that I had the stuff.
Are you using alchemical supplies? You can make a medicine check, basically. If you're proficient with alchemy or herbal, well, I would say alchemy at this point, then you can roll with advantage. If not, roll a medicine, just a regular straight medicine.
I think I don't have anything that has alchemy, but I do have medicine. Six.
6 total?
Yep.
Oh boy.
You
All
made
right.
one potion just like me.
You make 6 potions and 2 of them, and then there's 2 more that are.
Okay, roll 2d4 and see how many
You sink.
potions of flying.
That's 1, 4.
4. So you have 5 potions of flying.
No, that's 4 total.
4 total?
Yes.
Alright, 4 potions of flying then. Alrighty. So, anything else for your long rest? You guys like walking around,
Weapons
talking to people,
maintenance, that kind of thing.
Okay.
I am going to try to find their little shrine if they have one and just see if I can. Anything interesting pops up over there.
Make a perception check.
That is a 16.
16. You go to an area where it seems like a lot of them are gathered, and some of them are whispering secretively behind a door. Like they're in this chamber, and there's the doors kind of cracked open. Do you look inside?
I'll look, but again, I can't understand what you're saying. So.
Yeah. So looks like they're talking like they're whispering to each other. You really can't understand what they're saying, but you can tell there's like a lot of blood in this room, like on the floor, like signs on the floor and on the walls. And looking at these signs kind of makes your head hurt a little bit. And as they're talking, they kind of like saying something, and they kind of see you, and they kind of rush over and like say,
Escort me out.
"Yeah, escort you, push you away, and close the door."
I also have the feather from Poe to contact Corvus.
Okay. Great. Keep that in mind. Write down what you want to say, or keep that in mind. I gotta tell them something else. As you're walking in the hallways with your perception check, you also do notice the paint, like there's frescoes on the wall. You see multiple times, you saw the bull, and you see it again, this bull-like figure, and you see one particular mural where it has a figure like a painting of a bull. It looks like it's painted. It's hard to say. You're not sure if it's red or if it's supposed to be yellow or orange. But there's signs like of a maybe some sort of lighter, like to emphasize like its importance. But you see figures around it either praying or looking like warriors around it. But you're not sure what it means. Anybody else? Okay. Are you going to use the feather?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That'll take it down to 2 uses.
So with each use, you can make 8 potions.
No, the feather gives me 3 times to contact Corvus.
Oh, okay. So
I'm basically going to let him know that where we're at, who we've come in contact with, and where we are headed to go find the diadem.
25 words.
Oh, you want exact words?
Yeah, that's the spell.
All right.
That's the message spell.
yo, what up, Mr. Corvus, bro? we down the dumps, but it's cold.
Found a group who worship the kindred. They're going to lead us to the diadem. It's
You have 7 words left.
deeper down.
You have 5 words left.
Love you
Okay.
lots.
Is that it?
Yes.
There's a moment. yeah, count. There's a moment in Corvus.
And I'm not trying to hide this.
Mm-hmm.
At least
Corvus-
not from my group.
Corvus responds. He responds after a moment. He says, "I presume the diadem is the artifact. Kindred? Question mark. Very strange.
That's
Hmm?
10 words total.
Please keep away. Glad you're safe." Mm.
That's you have 9 words left.
Have you found Eric Gloom yet?
You have 3 words left.
2 words left? Okay. It's important to.
What did he say?
I will repeat it verbatim.
So say
It's important to what?
I don't know. That's when it cut off.
It's important to what, Thomas? The
finish
suspense
it.
is killing me.
to
lads.
finish the sandwiches.
I don't know. It cut off.
To finish your
It's
sentences.
limited words.
Lads, the suspense. This
Maybe he died in as we were maybe he was attacked.
is absolutely brute.
Damn it, we saw he's right though, we haven't found our Gloom yet. He was supposed to be in Crowsbend. But and some guy knew him. He didn't we'll have to follow that up when we get back up to the top. But stay away from the kindred, huh? I don't think we're staying very far away.
Alright. You guys can take a long rest, by the way.
Yay!
In your portals. What am I saying? Your pages. Oh, I can't think right now.
Do not use pagers.
No pages?
No pagers.
No pagers. 1980s technology, now very valid.
And for the linguist feature,
Yeah.
the 3 languages I picked was Ogre, Ravenfolk, and Void Speak.
Ogre, Raven. What? And who?
Ravenfolk and Void Speak.
What? Are you using like custom things?
Yeah, he's using
No.
You talk to
non Grim Hollow.
No,
Oh,
because Grim Hollow ain't in here.
Oh. Voids.
there's no void speak in this game.
Yeah, you look at one of the Grim Hollow books. It's on the Google Drive.
And I would definitely let you know.
I have access to Grim Hollow Drive.
If not, I'll tell you.
Oh, right.
My max was 67 HP?
I thought it was 66.
I thought it was 66 too, but why is it 67?
Your strength returns.
Let me
by the way.
see.
Yeah. Stupid ghosts. Can't hold me back.
If you want to take Ogre,
Oh, good.
there might be like critical role stuff, but
Ogre as in like ogrish in a sense.
Oh, they don't have their own language.
No.
Right?
Ogrish?
Mm-hmm. I don't think so.
No. No.
There's
You can take
elves,
giant.
there's elves and dwarves.
Because
and
only book I
fairies.
have access to is the player's guide. That's
Okay.
only the limited amount of it.
On the Google Drive?
Yeah.
No, look right here. Hold on.
Pardon?
Wait. Hold on. Heath. Look right here. On my page, with the Grimhall Heart of Darkness, in the browser, there's a bunch of links right here. It should give you a link to
Campaigns.
our campaign guide link and player's guide.
Okay, I changed it to 66.
Okay.
I think I have a I figured it out. For some reason it says 67. I overrid it to say 66. When I take a long rest, it removes that overridden HP
Oh, okay,
to go
okay.
back to 67. So I'm like,
Interesting.
something's wrong.
You can make 67, I guess. It's only 1 HP. Alright,
No.
so, you take a long rest. Shock is good. So, you're all rested up. It's like cranberry or something. Do you exit the chambers?
Yeah.
What is that? Father Magnus says.
My bad, guys. Sorry.
They're calling him now.
I am just like making all the distractions. Sorry, guys.
He plays his own theme music as we exit the chambers.
Absolutely.
Father Masma tells you to align the stars.
Sure.
That's all he knows.
Sure.
And he gives us a bill for the broken door.
Hmm?
He gives us a bill for that broken door.
Yeah.
I'm just sad that my herb and thyme are used on Durian's body instead of rats. But you gave them to me, so
And he says, I trust Tama has let you know our offer, right?
I don't apply to that.
Of course.
Excellent. We look forward to seeing you again.
I give a nod.
You wave by. They give you some extra. They give you
Some dried rat tails.
yeah. So like a bag of dried rat tails. Yeah. And Father Masma says, for the road ahead.
Scale of 1 to 10. How good are they?
How what?
How tasty are they? Like 1.
To Reginald, who's eaten a lot of fine food, yeah, 1.
Okay.
It's edible though.
And what's a ration, like 3?
Hmm?
A ration's like a 3.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You have a high. What do you call it?
My palate's
Tolerance?
very
Yeah,
my
not
palate's
tolerance, a high.
my palate's very very
High bar.
sophisticated.
There you go. There you go. Okay.
Highfalutin.
So you head back to this chamber where you saw the Iron Claws at, and it seems like they've packed up and left. They're gone.
I want to find out where they went. I want to look at the remains of their campsites, see if there's anything of interest, anything they left behind that could tell us either where they went or what kind of things they fought to get down here.
Make an investigation check.
And I want to guide myself.
Sure.
Yay! That is 9 plus 2.
Okay.
11.
You find remnants of burned, like it looks like paper, like ashes of parchment.
Sure.
You know they were writing something in it, but they were hiding it when you were there. Careful to not let prying eyes see their whatever they were doing. If you're looking for tracks, you can make a survival. Someone can do survival.
I looked at Tatama. There's some remains of paper. Can you
myself.
wizardly folk do anything about recreating this or no?
Remains of paper?
I point to the ashes. Over there. I think that's used to be paper. Like I'm baking a cake or salvaging a cake from your stomach.
Trying to get them to mend something, lad.
Yeah, but I can't do this. I can mend some things, but not this.
Yeah, I don't have that ability either.
Let me see it. Maybe I can figure out what they wrote. Just
It's,
look at
is it like completely burnt, more or
Yeah.
less? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's not like it's partially.
Yeah, it was a
Oh.
long shot.
No, yeah, you can tell they. No,
Burnt.
actually, you can't tell what they did, but like
They burned parchment. And
it seems like they were intentional.
Okay.
So you got 19. Okay. So there's a. You can see their footsteps basically. Like you can kind of see the remnants of their footsteps, like the dust that has been shifted. Towards the center of the room. While you also look at that, you can tell that, like looking on the floor seems to like be level and then dip and level, like raise up again and then dip again. And you look around you, it looks like there are rings on the floor.
Additionally, can I look at the fire and can I figure out how old the fire is? Basically, when they walked away from the fire, how much of a head start they had.
About a day.
So I can pretty much speak every language. Because I can know 7 languages, and there's only 6 languages in Itheros.
You don't have to learn all. Like if you do beer rock, you only need 1. Probably lower if you want to get like a general, or higher if you want to be fancy, and not get. If you do higher, the common folk will probably not want to talk to you at all. But if
Well, I would be an outsider, wouldn't I? Would I be able to like kind of switch between the two?
It's two separate languages.
yeah, 2 several languages. The two.
Yeah,
two
I can know
dialects.
all of them and still have 1 language left over.
I'm just saying, it's not necessary because things like Elvish, Giant, Dwarvish will also be important in this campaign, but not all at once. Like there'll be some parts of it where it might be handy. I will say Giant. I don't know if you mean Giant or Valaka.
Do you want to do this like after the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What was it? Yeah. It sounds like we got maybe a day ahead.
Which way were you which way were you heading? North? 'Cause I was talking with the guy before during the long rest, trying to figure out where we're going next.
Yeah, weren't they going to give us directions how to get to the third
Yeah,
level?
he said align the stars.
I look around. Oh, I was like, he's with us, right? For the miasma?
No.
Or no? Okay.
No,
Oh,
he's not
he
going
just-
out. No, he's not going out.
He's not
Okay.
going to help us?
No.
Yeah, wasn't so.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna look for stars.
To look above.
I look at the ground.
Huh?
I look at the ground
There's
because
no
he
star.
pointed out the rings. I was like, are there any stars here?
There's no stars on the ground.
I look up then.
You see the twinkling runes.
Do they have a pattern of such sorts?
Make it invest.
Because I know that my thought process would be there's north, south, east, and west. Are there more stars huddled toward one area or the other?
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm going to go to the center. You said that it's concentric circles. I'm going to go to the center of the circle and look up.
17.
17. Okay, make an investigation check as well.
Well, that's not really aligning the stars, but that's all I can do.
No. 15. Better than expected.
15. Okay. As you're looking below and above, you see that there are also rings on the top, on the ceiling of this dome. It looks like some of the stars have patterns, but you're not familiar with these constellations.
Okay. Well, we came from the south. No. West.
Hey, sorry, anyone want to go to a MMA fight this weekend?
Totally.
Never mind.
We came from the.
Maybe not.
I think we came from. Sorry, we came from the west. We investigated south of the dead end. We went east.
You
and
came
that's
from
where
the north,
Okay, north.
but then you traveled southeast, and so you came from the east, and you went to the chambers, which is the west. So this is the center.
So we investigated north, east, and west already.
Yeah, this is the center of the layer that you get on.
So the only possible route left is south.
South was blocked, remember?
Yeah, so there's no other way. We're stuck. Guys, we're stuck. We can't get out. We've exhausted all the options. There's no doors left.
Can we move these rings? Is there any way to move these rings?
I look at the ground. Is there any divots?
There are. What do you do?
Has it been moved recently?
You still have your roll. It doesn't look like the ground has been like you don't see like any signs of movement. Like there's no like scars on the ground.
Yeah, or like moved dust or anything, huh? I'll just walk around the circle,
Okay. Anybody else?
looking up, running into whatever
Uh,
fate.
I'd be assisting 5K.
Right there.
You what?
Right there with
Okay.
Alright, we just you see three of us just walking around in a circle.
just staring up.
As you're where are you looking at? Like the floor or the sky?
Sky.
The sky?
Are there any? You said there's divots. Are there any divots that might represent stars or that seem to form a pattern on the ground?
Make a perception check. Okay. You don't notice any tools or like handles or anything, or any stars. You don't notice any stars on the ground either. But you do see the mosaic on the floor. Do you take the time to look at it?
But there's something else to do.
Okay. You notice that the again it's a figure. This king that's like silhouetted in black. Like this is all like one silhouette, like black feature of this king-like or authoritative figure on this large throne made of bones. There's like smaller, much smaller figures in black praising them. Some of these figures have objects in their hands.
Any of them star related?
No. Let me see.
Have we looked at the ceiling?
Yeah, we did. There were stars and some
Yeah,
kind of
if I
pattern
walk
that
around.
5K can't figure out. But there's only 4 doorways that we've been
You've been through
to.
everyone.
Sing was. Do any of these star patterns look familiar to you? You're pretty smart.
Would I be able to roll with religion to see if any of these star patterns have any religious significance?
Sure.
Kind of guide him.
Sure.
Plus
Does
7.
guidance stack?
No.
D4.
Plus 7 plus a d4.
Yes.
Someone. Here we go.
That is 23.
23? Yeah, this constellation don't look too familiar to you. But then you realize, like, this constellations maybe, you realize you're like in an old place. Constellations change based off culture at the time. Also, this was, like artificial, man-made. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they could have gotten the exact sky.
The sky that they had would be a different sky than the one we're looking at.
Possibly, or like they may have had like their own representation of their sky.
Okay.
But you notice that, well, you were religion, so yeah, that's what you would notice.
Alright.
You do see like some constellations look familiar, but maybe this part of the stars kind of makes more sense if it was that way. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Alright, so this other group was here a day ago.
Sorry, I forgot to tell you. I wasn't sorry because he distracted me with the languages, but it looks like they walk towards the middle.
Okay, they walked toward the middle. So that's kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah.
There must have been, before they got here, there would have been some kind of dust or something on the ground. Can I see, other than footprints, maybe where they touch something with their hands, something that is just more than shoe prints on the ground, indicating they spent more time in an area, manipulated something?
Yeah. Does anybody want to help him?
I want to talk to Quinn, so no.
Okay. Make a survival check then, or investigation.
17.
15? Alright. Go ahead.
Okay.
He's taking time.
Okay. Hey Quinn,
I love it.
you remember how we got down here? It was like that some kind of puzzle, and they created like a staircase downwards. Do you think maybe that's the case here? Do you want to try I don't know, slipping into the ground, seeing if there's something beneath us. Because we've explored all of the 4 areas already. I mean, one of them's collapsed, but I'll hold your hand.
I don't know if it works like that, Lon. I don't know if I can just
I
start
don't know.
doing it. It just
You might not come back up.
I can't just rub it and let it go off and all. You know, it's,
Something that takes practice, huh?
yeah.
A well-trained hand.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Indeed, Len.
Okay. Alright, I mean, just a thought.
A gentle
Hey,
touch.
Durian, how are you doing over there?
I'm not gonna help him whip anything out, but I'm looking. It looks. Let me tell you.
They're my priorities. You were looking for them? I'm sorry.
I was looking to see if it looks like they manipulated anything.
Yeah. So on some parts of the concentric, like these rings,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like they're like handprints on the floor. Like, you can barely see like the dust. It looks like handprints,
Mm-hmm.
but it looks like someone like did this multiple times.
So,
Back and
guys,
forth.
it looks like that other group might have moved these circles. Look, you can see their handprints. Do you want to give me a hand?
I put my hands down there and try to move it.
Same.
Doesn't budge.
I look around for a lever. Like a stirring
Lever.
thing.
But you did see on the floor. Sorry, you did see the objects in these hands were. You see a knight with a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody holding up a crown, resembling the crown on this authoritative figure. You see someone holding up a staff to their feet, to this king's feet. You see others holding up a broken shield, one a chalice, and another a book.
Are any of these figures in this mosaic? Do they resemble any of the statues in the room or nearby?
No, not the ones that are. You don't see those figures here.
What about the symbols they're holding, or any of the statues holding anything similar?
Those statues. One of the statues
Weren't
is
they, like,
holding a.
Destroyed?
Make a history check actually,
Okay.
because Durian wasn't paying attention, right? Yeah. So
Well, he didn't understand anything, and he's just walking around now. 13.
you know one of them was holding a sword.
I'm gonna go investigate the one holding a sword.
This English Tommy, you can make an Arcana check.
Arcana +7. 17.
17? You look at where Durian's looking. These floors don't seem to budge, the floors. However, you get a sense that maybe magic is involved. The magic from a spellcaster, perhaps.
Yeah, I've just sat down and I'm just looking at the stars and like, I wish I knew more about stars.
Durin's trying to climb the statue.
Anybody else?
Gonna lay back in the middle of the floor and study the sky. See if anything comes to mind.
Make a. Well, he had studied this guy, but he kind of found out like the constellations don't really make any sense. As in the positioning.
Well, we were told to align the stars.
The ground doesn't move.
The only thing I can think of is Mage Hand.
Does anything on the statues move?
The statues aren't in here. He just
Oh.
brought up statues from the previous
Oh,
one.
so there aren't any statues at all in the room?
No, it's just a mosaic.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good grief.
I'm gonna fly up to the ceiling, see if I can move anything on the ceiling.
Doesn't move.
A beholder falls down. Yeah, I'm at a loss.
I gave Tangus a clue.
Huh?
I gave him a clue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
5 head won't be the one figuring this out.
Fireball.
I put my sword on that sword. See if anything happens. Sheath my sword. I sit back down.
What's the stone made out of? I'm sorry, what's the floor made out of?
It's not marble. It's. No, I would just say it's like regular flagstone. But
Okay.
it looks very worked. Like it looks really dense.
1d6 plus 1.
Quinn, if I stop you, you
Yes,
think I
I
can
get
push you through?
7
You
charges.
might fall through me, lad.
Okay, yeah, let's try that then.
I don't know if it's gonna work, lad.
I don't know. There's nothing I can do. I just keep walking around, seeing if there's anyone else with any clues.
You just see like the handprints on the floor.
I put my hands there.
Here comes on the floor.
Like just your hands.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Nothing. I just put my hands there because that's all I can. That's all I can see. I don't know. I push. I turn. If nothing happens, I just
Okay.
don't know.
I don't think I have the spell.
What spell?
The spell that opens things.
Knock.
The closest I have is
That spell?
thaumaturgy, but that opens things that are already unlocked.
Do it anyways.
What do you
What
do?
does it make?
Maybe you'll
Mm,
trigger.
that's
You'll unlock some kind of
Yes,
trigger.
I know.
Investigation to see if I can find anything like on the walls or a spot on the floor. The stars are gonna have to align based on a very long time ago.
So we need to time travel, you say, lads.
No. We just have to be in the same mindset of how the sky would have looked at a long time ago.
So make a nature or investigation check.
15.
15. You see some of the. You see like there are rings on the ceiling, but it looks like some of the there may be patterns after you study it for like maybe 10-20 minutes. There may be patterns on the ceiling that the rings don't match. Basically, like you see a pattern that may like part of a constellation likely is here, and whereas that's you see another ending here, and one here, but the other part is on the other side.
And I wasn't able to move anything up there.
No.
Yeah.
You've determined you are physically not able to move anything.
There's
with
got to
your
be something
bare
in
hands.
this room that will like trigger
Yeah.
that to move.
Yeah, something.
So some kind of spell. But what spell and where?
Why do you say it's a spell?
Because it's magical that we're gonna need. It was the hint he gave me.
The
Never say
person,
a spell. I just imagine.
the person has a sword. Maybe if you were to choose your ice spell at it. Ice is a weapon.
What's the
Sword's a weapon.
mosaic made of?
The flagstone?
Yeah, it's like flat. It's like wood. I mean, not wood. Stone.
Tiles.
Yeah, tile. No. It's like old. What do you call it? This old. It's not a marble road. What do you call those roads?
What?
Cobbles?
Yeah, cobblestone, not flagstone. Sorry, it's more like cobblestone. It looks
Oh.
more fancy.
So there isn't like differing materials that might be possibly throwing off different juju off of that mosaic.
No.
Okay,
You
nothing
do
like
notice
that.
the signs or like the objects.
Vala,
Tama.
do you... What, so you don't see... There's no stars on the floor, right? Wait, there's no stars on the floor?
You don't see any stars on the floor. You just see handprints, like
Yeah.
one set of like swiping handprints on each of the rings in different locations. So there are 3 sets.
What if we try pushing together? There's 3 sets. What if we tried pushing all 3 at once?
We already have.
Well, I thought we would push them individually. Did we
I
try
was.
pushing-
I was pushing one.
Yeah, let's try pushing them at the same time.
Alright.
Maybe they all have to be pushed.
I will try that. 1, 2, 3.
Who's pushing?
Me.
I'm
Me.
Okay, so 3.
Yeah.
So we're all pushing one?
I can push and pull one size larger than myself.
So Reginald and Sangus, if you put your hands there and try to push, you see your hands, like the area around both of your hands glow.
Oh, so it was very simple.
But as you put your hands down, nothing happens.
Yeah, I'm not special.
It glow. Did it glow a certain color? Just
There's a green color, and you feel like there was a drawing, like it's. Make an Arcana check.
that's cocked. 12 plus minus 1. 11.
it feels like it almost feels like you're casting a spell of some sort, as if like something's pulling. Like it's hard to tell. You don't really understand it.
Hey guys, my hand, the things are glowing.
And
It glowed for you too, Cindy.
I think us magic users are able to move these discs.
Hey Durian,
It didn't
are
glow
you,
for him.
are yours glowing?
No, I'm not. I don't matter. I can't do anything right.
You do matter. You're just not magic.
Yeah.
Hey, Tama, do you want to try taking over for Durian? Maybe it's something to do with magic.
Sure.
Yay!
Okay. Tama, you put your hands on this area. It starts to glow.
Which way you want us to turn?
So I will say that you three are focusing on the ground. Quinn and Durian can help you, like be the ones to look at them.
Yeah. We'll be
Alright,
one
so
side
as
of
we
that,
turn
right?
down here, up there move. So
The dust on the ground, which direction does it go?
It's like this.
Mm.
It's like a sweat. As if you can move either left or right.
Alright. Everyone go left.
We'll go left.
Okay. Are you two watching the?
We're watching.
Yes.
Okay. You two can make a perception check.
Ooh, 22.
25.
25. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. So as you move to the left, you see your hands glowing, all three of yours, and you see the like three sections just like
Ooh.
start to move on the ceiling, like dust
Yeah.
like falls on you. The stars glow. Some of the stars glow brighter, and as you turn, some of them dim, as if like the constellations are aligning or glowing. As if you are controlling which constellations are being made from what you two can see. Like you see different shapes that are forming. So I will say that because you both rolled very high. Well, actually,
Good job, Quinn.
yeah, no, because you both rolled above 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you two don't need to roll that.
yeah.
You have unintentionally replicated the constellation, the constellation of a sword, and you see the sword shing, glow, and you hear below you. One success.
You.
Do you want us to keep turning?
We got the sword. Has anything changed?
We heard a click. We heard a click.
Yeah, you heard a click.
But has anything changed at our level, or we just heard a click somewhere below?
No, like the floor. Sorry, so it's a little deceiving. The floor is actually not moving. You are using your magic to swipe the floor, and you're swiping the floor, but it's actually changing the ceiling.
Okay.
Touchscreen.
The floor
Touch-
itself is not. Yeah, it's like a touchscreen.
But there's 9 constellations.
I think it said 3, right?
You don't know how much constellations there are, but you did see 9 objects on the floor.
All right. What's next?
Do you guys know the constellations? I remember the shield.
More left. I mean, I can't look up while I'm looking down.
Yeah, can we keep swiping until we get a shield constellation?
Do you want to try to go for a shield?
Shield.
Okay.
Is there a way that we can determine, like, if they're controlling individual rings, and if we can determine which one it is?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so basically, whoever's on the outer ring is controlling like the one on the the outermost swing. It's like
Oh.
it's like a match. It's like a mirror.
Oh, okay.
There's an
Okay.
inner ring, a middle, and an outer ring. 3
Okay.
rings.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna explain everyone like where they're at, and then we'll like try and draw some shit.
I'll just listen.
Okay.
So you say we're going for a shield?
I just remember the things that Freddie was mentioning.
Look, I'm going with Kingdom Hearts. We got a sword, a shield, and a wand. Let's go.
A shield. Okay.
Wanna go for the shield? Yeah, let's go for the shield.
Somebody, you all 3 can make an Arcana check, or you 2 can make a Perception check. Which is it? Okay, I guess he's ready to roll.
They're rolling.
That's a 20.
Perception probably won't be as high anymore. That is 20, but not natural.
All right. Yeah, you expertly
Dual unnatural 20s.
the shield You just swipe a little bit to the right, and then you're like, oh no, not over there, right here. Oh, a little bit to the left. Yeah. You create the constellation of a shield, but then you see it. The rune, it glows green, but then you see a crack in the middle, and it glows red. And you hear
It was broken. Yeah.
You don't hear another click.
I'd
But-
be willing to bet we need to make these guesses correctly.
Go in the correct
It's
order.
one success and one failure. So you hear on the sides of the walls.
All right, so we figured this out. We need to figure out what order they need to go in.
But the only broken one was the shield.
Out of 2.
Who's looking at the runes?
On the
On the
ground?
ground. Who's looking at the ones?
Me.
Make an insight check.
There was only one that was broken, I thought. That is a 15.
A 15? You can probably guess that some of these are decoys.
I'm gonna go look as well.
Alright, make another insight check.
Insight or investigation?
Either or.
Well, if the shield is broken, maybe we do the ones that aren't broken.
The diadem. That's the one we want to go to.
23.
23? Alright. You two have realized the 3 statues in the back room. One had a sword,
Mm-hmm.
the other had a scepter. The other one had a blade of some sort, but that one had a crown.
Sword, scepter, and crown. The
Right.
question
You did not
is-
see a shield, you did not see a chalice, or a
Book.
book.
Guys, we were looking for a diadem, right? We should make the diadem constellation.
Okay.
Alright, let's do that.
Okay. You three make an arcana check.
7. 25.
14!
25, 14.
I'm rolling well today.
21.
Alright. Which one are you making? The diadem? The
Yes.
crown? You expertly move the runes for the crown. It glows green. And you hear another.
Hey, we did something.
So we've got the sword and the crown. We still need the scepter.
The last roll, everyone will need to make a check. So you two can do perception or investigation, and you three can do arcana.
Is there anything else apart from Arcana that we can do?
If you want to channel your religion, you can do that as well.
Wonderful.
Just putting it out there. I rolled a 27.
Great.
I rolled a magnificent 11.
I did also 11.
11.
19.
Samus.
David, could you guide yourself?
What'd you roll?
Oh,
I'm very focused
Arcana.
on moving this thing.
for 25.
25? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you told me. Sorry. Okay, yeah. So you two are like, oh, I think that's it. And Durian's like, no, this way. So you two are kind of conflicting, but these two are like managed to get it right. So, all right, you make the what is it?
Scepter.
The scepter. It glows green, and you hear another, and you hear the whispers on the wall. They stop, and the ground opens up, and you see stairs form as it echoes underneath.
That priest was useless.
Hey, look, we aligned the stars. The priest was right.
Priest was useless. Couldn't tell us what to do. It's been about
Guys,
half
let's
an
go
hour
down the
here.
stairs. We're a day behind, right, Durian?
You spent over an hour.
Yeah, stupid priest could have just said push the freaking things.
Let's go. I charge down.
You charge down.
Yes.
Yeah,
With
I'm
the
going.
torch or just wood?
I will follow. Sedately.
I'll hold a sword and a torch until someone stops me and I can switch to a shield.
All right, let me go back to the session. Oh wait, no, I have to go back. Hold on. Oh, sorry, I can't open like 2 tabs on it. I guess I could, but anyway, I got it. 1 moment, please. That's not it. Okay, I gotta open this again. Okay. The stairway is deep and long. You walk for maybe 2 minutes before you get to the bottom. Okay.
That's not very long. It's like 2 stories.
2 minutes?
Oh, walking down?
Yeah, that's quite a while.
That's like
2 full minutes? Yeah.
that's like
All right.
10 floors.
Man, dude, you power through those floors.
How many did you say? 2 flights?
2, maybe like 3 or 4. I guess you're right.
He has small feet, he has small legs.
And we're carrying stuff.
In 2 minutes? You can like jump down. You can go down the South Cloud floors in like 10 seconds. Just walk down.
He did say he was charging in.
That's true. He's
Yeah.
right.
I actually just started rolling.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
okay, you get
In
down.
real life, I do not move that fast.
Okay. Fine. You descend multiple floors, whether it takes you 2 minutes or 10 minutes, okay?
Dude, what's taking you so long?
You descend multiple floors, the air grows even more stagnant here. Or like, stagnant? Stale?
Stagnant.
Stagnant. Yeah, yeah. There's a narrow corridor ahead of you.
I'll wait for everyone.
Dang. I was hoping you'd rush in. Alright, you wait for
Sure.
everyone. Go ahead. Everyone's there.
Well, what's the situation looking like? Is it like still cobblestone?
More smooth now.
Any signs of wear and tear or recent battle?
It seems like there's less disturbance here.
But we can tell the other group went this way. Are there signs of that?
Are you there? You go?
Yeah.
Make a
they-
survival
they-
check.
They're here.
11.
11? Hard to tell.
Hard to tell.
Probably. There's some dust.
Do you want me to go first?
No, I can go first. Maybe we should have Quinda look and make sure it's safe.
Okay.
You need me to check for shrubs?
Sangus, you have that globe thingy of light?
Durin has it.
Oh, I mean, you can have it back. It's...
Alright, I get my shoulder.
Okay. I'll
Sword
go
and
first.
board! Sword and board!
I'll get the glow orb back.
Who's checking? Who's leading the way? Why make that face?
Quinn, you want
I
to check?
have an itch and I was trying to
Oh.
get it, that's why.
Quinn, you want to go first?
I can check for traps, son.
Woo!
I scout ahead for traps.
Okay, where are you looking?
The ground, I'm looking for like pressure plates, tripwires.
Yeah.
I'll illuminate the drift globe, then pass it off to Quinn.
Okay. Make a investigation check, please.
$24.
No.
I thought
12.
we were-
No. I've been rolling great, which means it's time for the dice to fuck me. I'm sorry, investigation, right?
Mhm.
I rolled a 6.
Looks
Oh, wait,
fine.
that was a
you
D12
walk,
you rolled.
so you're walking ahead. It looks fine. You guys follow?
Yeah.
All right. You all follow as Quinn leads the way, and he's like looking around. He's like,
Steps
I'm
on
assuming
like
you're
12 bear traps.
"All right, lads, let's go."
Doo-doo.
Looks fine to you, Quinn. And then you hear you step somewhere, and then you hear it.
Fuck.
And
Going down
the
again.
pressure plate, the floor turns like it's a pressure plate. It stops, like you step on it, but it stops, and you're like, if you put your feet up, if you pick your foot up, something bad's gonna happen. But like your foot just sinks in.
Hey, Quinn, you stopped.
And you look down, and you see there's a rune starting to glow, and you notice, oh hey, there's a bunch of skeletons on this one area. Which you didn't notice before.
Alright, lads, I think we found ourselves a bit of a problem here. You know anything about this type of room here, lad?
I look around. Sanguis, Tama? There's a rune in the ground.
One of
That's
you can make
glowing.
an Arcana check, yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Is it
do
glowing brighter and brighter?
+7.
It starts to glow, but it seems steady. You assume because his foot is still
I'm
on.
gonna step back.
Yeah, you still
11 plus 7, 18.
18 is definitely an aquatic symbol.
He tells me it's a necrotic symbol.
Yeah.
A necrotic symbol?
Oh, that's not good. Okay. I dive away.
I step back.
Oh,
I've
you
stepped
step back.
back.
Once,
Yeah,
back.
everything revolves around
once
the radius.
everybody gets away, I dive to get away from it.
Okay. How far do y'all step away?
Past all the skeletons.
I'll stay
How many
with.
feet?
I don't know how far the
20.
skeletons go.
I'll stay 29 feet away and use
29?
Mage Hand to give him a push as well.
I stay 20 feet away.
It doesn't have a mechanical benefit, but Mage Hand, you're being cheered on.
Can you just
Push. Got it.
How far?
20.
20?
Mm-hmm.
How many feet?
20 feet.
20? I don't know.
Also, I'm prone.
You're prone. You stay
You're
prone.
prone?
You're
I'm
right
not-
next to Quinn, the prone.
No. I'm not back, but I'm prone.
How far back?
For where the group is, but again, prone.
I mean,
Past
yeah,
all
I
the
could be right
skeletons.
next
Okay,
to him.
okay. Quinn, you try to dodge out of the way, but you feel it. You're like, it doesn't matter where you go, you're in the blast range. Make a con save.
Can you just ghost?
Do damage? I wish.
In a technical sense, I could
Yeah.
cast blur
could.
or blink, but it would not really do me a whole lot of good. So I'm just gonna have to.
Maybe you could have blinked off the pressure plate and disappear.
Yeah, just.
No, because blink doesn't work like that.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Blink is not like.
It's a reaction. Or I don't know.
It didn't roll great anyway.
Ghost into the wall.
Like we think about blinking like Blizzard made blink a teleport, but it's not that.
Okay.
Anyways,
Does he need to roll anything?
Yeah, a con save.
I need to roll a con save. Yes. I rolled a 19.
A 19?
Yes.
Alright, that's great. That's good. That's great. That means you rolled you rolled an actual 19 on the die, right?
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, you take half damage. So I rolled an 11, so you would take half of that, which is 5. Rounded down. So this blast just surges through your body, and it's just this sickly flash of green light. There's no beam or anything. It's just like a flash, like a microwave flash, just of sickly energy. Sickly energy.
Where is it?
Trying to uncanny dodge.
Con save, not dex.
Yes. Uncanny dodge. Oh no, that's not gonna do anything for me. Okay.
I run back up to Quinn. You okay, man?
Oh, it's evasion that I was looking at. Okay, yeah, no, that doesn't matter in this instance. Yep. Okay, so I take half damage, and it was how much?
5.
5.
5 necrotic.
So 3.
Since y'all ran back,
No, it was 11 down to 5.
Oh, okay, no problem.
So since y'all walk back,
I jump across the room.
Yeah, as you jump, you see it starting to slowly glow brighter again, as if
I charge
still activated.
I charge past.
Okay, you all run past it.
Yeah.
It dies down. Okay. Alright, let me go back to the previous.
Can't catch them all, right, Quinn?
Oh, I know that.
Alright.
Okay, so you exit this long, dark hallway. And there's actually another set of stairs that seem to go down, wind down.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in this small chamber, small circular chamber.
Are we the only entrance?
The only occupants?
And are we the only entrance?
You're the only entrance.
Are we at the only opening of the circular thing?
So it goes straight down, like down from the ceiling, but there's multiple hallways.
How many?
One, two, three, four, 5. And
And
they're not all exactly east, north, north and
yeah.
south. West.
And the stairway, is it going up or down or both?
The stairway's going up now because you went down, didn't you?
Okay.
I'm assuming you guys would walk down.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There was no other direction though.
No, at the end of the hallway is a staircase going down.
Oh, going down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not up. Going
No,
down.
going down. So you went down, walked,
And then it's another down.
and then down. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You guys want to explore some hallways? Get into some tomfoolery?
Didn't that priest tell Vala there's... Well, I don't... Did you tell us anything? You didn't tell us anything what you talked about, right? With the priest? Out of game, did you tell us what you told... What the priest
No,
told
she
you?
said get the artifact.
Okay, but you didn't tell us any of the details about, like, the map or anything? Or...
He didn't give us a map or anything.
But he said 3 levels. I'm wondering if he told us there's 3 levels. Didn't you say?
He told Tama, he didn't tell you.
That's what I meant. Did Tama tell us there's 3
That
levels?
part I would have said yes.
Okay.
So we need to go down to get the artifact. Okay, you want to go straight? Guys, want to go straight down then?
Yeah.
You guys want to explore these hallways? I don't know.
We should at least try and like make sure there's nothing down the hallways that would come after us.
There's 5 hallways. You want to check all 5?
Well, we can take a peek inside. We might have to
All right.
explore them all.
I mean, we'd have to go down.
How
very
do you
far.
get down?
It's a stairway.
You're at the bottom of the stair.
I'm so confused now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
No,
there was the room with the rings. We
Based
went
off,
down.
based
we
off of what Tama was told, you figure this is the second basement level, the actual basement level, second layer.
So
How do you get down from here? You have to find out.
Oh,
there's
but the
not
stairway
stairs
goes-
going down.
The stairway goes. The stairway.
Yeah,
goes
we're
up.
already down the stairs.
Yeah, the stairway was just basically taking you from the trap location down here
I understood
So
that
that
was
was
the second
first to
staircase.
second.
that
Yeah.
you walk down already.
So if we want to go deeper, we're
But
gonna
this
is
is
to
still part of
find
the second.
a way to get deeper.
So
This
then
is
we
still-
need to
So
check
we
out the
haven't.
hallways.
So we haven't explored what's above the stairway yet.
You did. That was a trap hallway.
What was the narrow corridor?
That was it.
I'm so confused.
I'm too. So basically, to move forward, like in an area we haven't seen, we just see 5 hallways.
Yeah.
Okay. No stairways in front of us.
No.
Okay.
So there's a stairway
The
down
DM
one of
just
the
wants
hallways.
us to explore.
All right, I go right. I go right.
You go right.
All right. This is where we split the group.
Oh,
No.
I'll go right.
Everyone stick close together.
All right.
Okay.
But now we're in fireball range. I'll go right.
You go right. You walk down a random hallway.
The right hallway.
The right hallway. Okay. There's more. There's more paintings, broken statues, shadowy figures painted on the wall. You need a face. Let's put it.
Are they shadowy figures? Are they moving?
No, like the painted figures, like faded. You walk into you see a doorway. It is closed. Stone door.
Stone door.
Mm-hmm. It has a faded, eroded painting on it, but you really can't tell what it is.
Yeah, I step back 30 feet. Hey, Quinn, you want to take a crack at this one?
Which
This door that's closed.
I look at the door.
Is it a gazebo?
There's no handle.
I'm gonna do intimidation on the door.
You look menacingly at the door. It has no effect.
I throw a pebble at it.
You throw a pebble.
It roars.
I look at the door
I guide you.
inquisitively, up and down. I extend my hand. I knock on the door.
You knock on the door.
I knock on the door.
It's like a stone door. You don't hear a knock back.
I knock on the door.
You keep knocking. You don't hear anything.
Is there a door?
Well,
near the
that's all
paintings?
I've got, lad.
Are there any traps?
It doesn't appear so. I knocked on it.
Can any of you guys read the writing on the
Yeah,
door?
he said there was no handle. It was
No.
a sort of grayed out painting, though.
Yeah.
I'll walk and look at the painting. Does it look like anything I know?
It's
Make it-
erotic.
Make a
Yeah.
investigation check.
Haha. 5.
5. Some sort of Picasso nonsense. I don't know.
You're not sure if it's a door anymore.
Picasso?
Yeah.
Picasso.
Some strange, some art, some modern
Alright.
art, even though it's ancient.
Is there like a opening between the door and the rest of the hallway? The rest,
Yes.
is there a slit between the door and the rest of the?
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell like it opens.
I stick a sword into that opening.
You stick a sword.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a credit
Anything
card.
happen? Okay. All right, guys. I'm all out of ideas. Maybe this is
Oh,
a
you
dead
just-
end.
You
Thaumaturgy.
like try to stab it.
Yeah, I'm trying. I put my sword as far as it will go through that opening.
Okay. Which sword do you use?
The Phelan one.
Just try to pry it open. Make a strength check.
I'm not prying. I just want to see how far it goes.
Oh,
Or
it does,
does
it's
anything
like
happen?
you barely put the edge. The
Oh,
tip. Of
Just
the
the
Just
tip.
there you go. Yeah, you just put
The pointy end.
the tip. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm like,
Do you want to try and pry it open?
no, it's stone.
You have magical sword.
Just the
That
tip.
doesn't do magical damage. No, I'm like, I don't know. I'm better.
Remember, it's just the tip.
Yeah, I'm not going to step on
use
it.
thaumaturgy on the door to see if it's unlocked and if it'll instantly open.
Does it instantly open unlocked doors?
Yeah, you instantaneously cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut.
But there wasn't a handle. Was there? Oh, it
It
slides
slides
open.
open. Describe your spell.
I just go, open sesame!
Yeah. As you do that, you use your spell, but you also see you put your hand on the wall and it glows, and it just like it seems like that's all you needed to do, was just put like your open hand palm on it. But you use your spell to make it fly open anyway, and it just
Nice. It works.
Nice.
Good move, lad.
I
We
never
got
thought
that
of that.
door. We showed it who's boss.
I look past the door.
just
What
past the door.
foul creature awaits us?
There is a foul smell in here,
Oh, wonderful.
rotting, like a decay
Is it food?
smell.
Oh, decay smell.
You see, well,
Necrotic
do you look more?
symbols.
Do you like walk in a little bit?
Sure, I'll walk in.
You walk in and you see various stone tables. It looks like they're ancient equipment, like alchemical equipment on the tables, but they're broken and shattered. Why? You don't know, but it's very old. There's dust everywhere. Do you walk more?
I look for any movement ahead of me.
Make a perception check.
Same, and I'm right behind him.
Does this room look like it has a dead, like it's a
Oh,
dead end, or is
not
there
bad.
a door further out?
It looks like there's a door.
Plus
12.
two.
There's 2 doors. 12?
12.
You don't see any
16.
movement that you think you don't see any movement, but you do see there are, as you use the torch or the orb,
Yeah.
drift globe. You see there were big vats or chambers. What is that?
16.
16 what?
One,
Perception?
yeah.
Okay.
Was
So you will see
coming
this
in
too.
right behind him.
Okay, so you'll be able to help him. You see that there are these big like it looks like chambers with broken glass and strange black markings on the floor with some strange things inside of these or falling out of these chambers. You see one in the distance that is almost fully intact, but there's a few cracks on it. And that one is filled with strange black liquid. And as you look around, you see there are various objects or dried organisms on the wall.
On the wall.
Like being like propped up.
Like stapled?
Yeah, like there's pins on them.
Oh, okay.
So they're
Oh,
being
okay.
studied.
Taxidermy.
yeah,
Vivisectionist.
they're
All
old
that.
and shriveled up. You can't really make out what these things are. Do you want more?
I'll wait for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're walking with you.
Okay. Hey guys. There's maybe this is like an experiment place. I don't know. This is weird.
Are any of the vials unbroken?
The chambers? You said one's at the very end, right? That's
The
cracked.
vials or the big chambers?
Vials.
Oh, the
The vials. Make a perception investigation check.
I'll look for any books.
There are books.
I'll pick them.
Well,
I'll look for them.
there are more like old journals and scratch like the notes.
I'll pick some up and read them if I can.
You don't understand the language.
I'll look at them.
I rolled a 2, so I forgot what I was looking for.
Yeah, you.
I'm like, hey, anybody know how to read this?
Wait, I got a spell for this.
I'd like to try and pick up some files. Perception, you said?
Investigation.
What language is it?
I don't know.
You guys don't know.
I'll take 10 minutes to cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay. As he's taking 10 minutes to cast a ritual,
You also forgot what you're looking for.
you can't find. Yeah, you don't know the find. You're too distracted by all this other stuff. What's Quinn doing?
I'm checking it out. I'm gonna see if I can read the thing.
It's in some strange language, but you also like open up these journals. Some of the pages like turn to dust.
Sure, of course.
Others looks like the ink
They're stuck
is
together.
stuck together, and others are like really old. The ink has like
Not
blotted.
not this kind of.
You see like pieces of words or weird runes that you don't understand.
Magic.
You see some strange drawings in here. Quinn, make an investigation check for me.
Turns out I was just an otherworldly playboy.
That was terrible. It's 12.
12. You find it takes you a while, but you find a scroll. It looks like blueprints. It has a ring on the top, a ring in the middle that's smaller, circular, and it has like a line that does like this, and then it has a smaller ring below that with another line that goes, and then it has a very small circle at the bottom, like a ring, much smaller than the other three.
I show all this to everybody.
And there's some like markings and notes that have been blotted. Some are still legible. As Sanguis, your spell has been cast. 10 minutes have passed. You're picking up some of the journals, right?
Yeah.
So these, you can read the exact meaning, and you basically get the sense that a lot of these journals say things like specimen was not reactive to this substance. Something like it's like scratched out or like blotted, and it says failure. A lot of these journals say like end up like, do you understand the word failure? Specimen did not react positively, or only you see one that says lasted 7 days and then blotted out, extreme pain. Another journal says specimen 167 survived 100 days. And this one was closest to the one in the back. It's
Okay.
full, but it's hard to see behind this brackish, dark liquid.
It appears that these are some kind of medical journals, in a sense, and it's full of notes of experiments that were being concocted here.
No crown.
Nothing about a crown, just subjects, extreme pain, died.
It's another journal.
I'll check that journal too.
I'll look around for any non-specimen bodies.
Okay.
Any skeletons.
Sure. I'll get back to you.
Sure.
We do find a journal intact, mostly, and it says, the writing looks different, the material looks different as well. Less old, like less ancient. And it says, the writing also seems kind of depraved as well. Found specimen from above. Called itself Elf. And then it's like like blotted out, you can't really understand. Screamed very loudly. Fun to listen to. And then more details about how it screamed, and it says, led me to other of these elves. Source of new specimens found. A few pages over it says, like, board of these elves found creatures, of course it's creatures with long beards, short, durable to pain, did not survive. And then it says something about the races above have evolved.
This one appears to be more recent than the others. And it appears that they've been experimenting on elves and dwarves from above. Not entirely sure how old, but whatever this thing is that's doing these experiments is ancient. And it was around before the people above were how they are now. Because it mentions how the races above have changed.
I'm looking around for bodies.
You do find one skeletal corpse
Is it ogreish?
by a desk. Make a medicine check. It doesn't look ogreish. It doesn't look large.
Okay, I'm a
No?
barbard.
Okay, never mind.
It's fine. I'm just curious.
Alright, yeah.
Ogreish? No? Yeah.
How far was it? Was it like farther in, farther out?
Further in.
Okay, I'll walk past it and keep looking around.
Okay.
Schrodinger skeleton, it was both in and out.
I had to ask the DM to figure out which one it was.
Make a perception check.
Absolutely. 17.
17. You see, you hear.
From all around?
No.
From a direction?
You feel a shiver, and you realize there's something by the wall. A similar garment to the one that you saw above, but this one looks more decked out in a way.
Like Father Miasma? Like
Or when we
garment?
saw the library?
In the it's not. It wasn't exactly a library, but it was.
Oh, the one I was-
It was like a record hall.
The one I wasn't. Okay.
Yeah.
The one we
This
fireballed.
is a spirit, and it's like whispering to itself, and it looks a little bit more not regal, but like you can easily tell probably a higher position, and it's just like hitting its head against the wall.
Yeah, I'll walk out.
You walk out. Okay.
I'm like,
There's two-
alright.
There's two doors to the right of it, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back to my party.
Where do you go?
I'm walking backwards, like
Okay.
stepping out.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Guys, there's a
I'm ready to go out through one of the doors.
All right. Now you got very close to it, and
Sure.
everyone here make a stealth check, please.
Can I just not make? I guess I do want to do it stealthily. I guess.
I'll take it.
Let's see. Skills. Stealth +2.
Oh.
Oiled up your armor, did you?
Huh?
Greased up that armor today.
Well, bubbles
Did you?
piece up.
9.
9. That's a fail.
12.
12. That's a fail.
18.
That's a pass.
8.
Fail.
17.
Okay, so
The matchkeeping
3
ball
fails
failed.
and
I'm trying to back up.
Passes.
Yeah.
all right. So as you back up, original, would you get an 8?
No, 12.
12. Who got an 8? Tom. So as you back up, you hear a ping, 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 and you think, ah, crap, not again. And you look behind you. It wasn't you. You see Tom like messing with one of these creatures just sitting on the wall, and like a bunch of like metal racks just fall over, and you see this spirit. And you look around and you see like this weird humanish face with like missing teeth and gaunt, and it has glowing white eyes, and it says something in a language you don't understand, but you can understand intruder. But then it changes, Reginald. It changes, like it grows, like its face like distorts, wobbles, and it's like a weird mass of like swirling black energy, and it kind of increases in size, and it starts murmuring nonsense that you can't understand. It goes and you feel like it's hurting your ears.
How far away am I from it?
I will say 15 feet.
Okay.
But with that, you look on the side of the walls and some glowing figures
phase through the walls, and they all look like they have the book on top of their head, but they look to this creature, and it points, and it says, "Get them," or it says like "seize them," and they all reach out to you, and that's where we pick up next week.
Yay! Push buttons. Get reward.
There you go. All right, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Session 45.
Boop.
45.
We good?